First and foremost, before I get started, I'm gonna give our honor and glory and power to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Hakadosh. I'm gonna say double honors to our elders, our great apostle, great minister on GMS, who rule well and teach well, being great example to Israel, might the elect. And peace and blessing, I hope the elect in the four corner in sincerity. All right, that great song, the brother Nabah. I just come with a quick lesson, exhortation. All right, as you can see the title, persecution. All right, but keep the faith. You know, because time is coming that our faith gonna be tested. All right, in and without. All right, the trials and tribulation that's coming upon us is known as Jacob trouble. All right, our faith gonna be tested, man. Is we gonna give up or we gonna endure to the end? Because the scripture constantly repeat, he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. You know, so we want to come up under that banner, all right, and want to, you know, continue to have that mindset of a soldier to fight. You know, I always quote, you know, fighting a good fight of faith. You know, and that's necessary. To keep in mind, you know, keep with you, you know, in your daily walk. All right, in Babylon the Great, you gotta continue to fight a good fight of faith, man, because Satan's seeking whom he may devour, man. All right, and Satan is desired to shift a lot of brothers, as you see it happening now. You know, I'm saying a lot of brothers is falling out. You know, a lot of brothers bucking up. You know, so we gotta continue to stay in the mindset of fearing Yahweh Shai, and also keeping the faith, man. Because hard times ain't came yet, but it's coming. All right, as you continue to redeem the time. All right, persecution is coming, man, for us that truly, all right, fear Yahweh Shai and keep his commandments and, you know, sign cry for all abomination. Because in a minute, we're gonna be looked at as the enemy, the outcast, you know, the problem. You know, like if we get these niggas out the way, so to speak, then America be great. That's how we're gonna be looked at. All right. So through much tribulation shall we what? Entertain the kingdom of heaven. But it's gonna be the trial of our faith. All right. So let me get into it. I hope you brothers and sisters be edified while I lay the law down, man. Hey, Shalom, YG. Yeah, cause like Jake think it's all peaches and cream right now. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they still got liberty, the so-called white man that came down with that great wrath, but things finna get fired up. All right. As you put the terms into a barbecue grill when you finna start cooking meat. You know, you put the lighter fluid on it, you let it soak, and then you put that fire to it. You know, it just how it's gonna be. Things gonna get fired up, man. And it's known as Jacob trouble. And when that happens, guess what? It ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back, man. So we have to prep ourselves, all right, in the mindset of enduring. Whatever we have to go through, we have to take it like a man, take it truthfully. All right, the scriptures always say too, take it truthfully. All right, but this is Revelation, because I was listening to the apostles, you know, breaking down about the Constitution. You know, it ain't no Constitution when martial law come in place. And, you know, Jay got that mindset of they know the law, they gonna use the law. You see that shit when they get pulled over, they trying to use the law against the law. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. Because the scriptures say agree with our adversary quickly. You know, but Jake in that mindset of they know the law, this and that. But when martial law get in place, all that shit is thrown out the window. You see? And the only thing that you're gonna have is what? Your faith, your integrity. You see? That's what you're gonna have. Hard times is coming, bad times is coming. That's why we gotta stay in the good graces of the Lord, do what's pleasing unto him. Therefore, he can save us, he can deliver us out of them situations. As you put yourself in the mindset of what if I do have to go in the concentration camp? You know what I'm saying? Do you believe, you know, that the Lord gonna have your back? Do you believe the Lord gonna deliver you out of those things? You know, that's where your faith gonna have to kick in. That though it looking like he not, But remember, he put you in this situation, he gonna take you out of this situation. That's my favorite precept when you go to Baruch 4:18, man. He that brought these plagues upon you shall deliver you from the hands of your enemy. All right. So we finna come into some bad times, man. That our faith gonna be tested on a higher level than what you see now going through the bullshit that we go through in our day-to-day walk, man. All right. This is Revelation 20:4. And it said, I saw the thrones, right? And they that sat upon them, right? And judgment was given unto them. They're speaking of Esau Edom, man. Because when you go into Job 9:24, it said the earth was given unto the hand of the wicked. All right. And it said, I saw the souls of them that which beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High. So who is the witness of Yahushua, man? Who is the witness of Yahushua? The elect. Because the elect had a testimony of Yahushua. All right. This doesn't make you a witness. You know, when you look at a jury court, all right, and he said, I got a witness. What he go do? He go testify upon the individual. And that's what we're doing daily. You know, week in and week out, in season, out of season, we actually understand, all right, testifying against this devil, man, for all the wrong that he have done. You see? But it's going to seem like it's going to backfire because we're going to look as the terrorists, the enemy, the bad ones, all right, when things start to really get heated. You know, because the news going to play us as we the bad ones. You know, they're going to put it in the media. They're going to put it, you know, on certain TV shows, whatever. However it go. I'm just speaking, you know. So it said, and which have not worshipped the beast, right? Neither his image, neither have received his mark, and that mark going to the charagma, man, or upon their foreheads or in their hands, right? And they live and reign with Yahushua, all right, 1,000 years. All right. So letting you know that Apostle John the Revelator, right? He said, I saw them. All right. He said, I saw the souls of them which be beheaded. Because when you look at it, let me get this Luke. Let me get this Luke 21. And I'm gonna grab your precept too, YG. This Luke 21, I'm gonna start at 7. Because it was Yahushua speaking. But it said Luke 6:22, it said, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast you out, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Yeah, and that's gonna happen. You know, especially how the media gonna play us. You know, we already consider a hate group, but all thing we're doing is speaking facts. You know, and we're coming out the scriptures, linking it up with history. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, come on, shalom, bro. But yeah, so that's it's gonna be that. But the Lord said, when you go into Luke 21, it said that your brethren, your kinfolks, your mom, you know, they're gonna betray you. You see, it's already written. But you gotta have that mindset of enduring that. You can't get mad because somebody you know, snitch you out. You know, you gotta take that. You gotta take that as, hey, it was written. Now here it is. I'm fulfilling prophecy. You know, that's why I say it's gonna be for you for a testimony. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is. You fulfilling prophecy, man. The Lord set you in that situation, fulfill prophecy. All right, as He done Esau. Because here it is, he created everything for himself, but what? He created the wicked for the day of evil. And guess what? The day of evil is what? A fashion approaching. All right? But it's for us, all right, to continue to keep the faith of what we have read, because it said without our getting, well, we got to get the understanding of it. I mean, we have to know. You see? Just because you read it, you have to get the understanding of what you read and to know. And that's when you use wisdom, because you apply that. You know, but it said, and they asked him, saying, so like Luke 21:7, it said, and they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And they preparing from what? The latter days, right? All right. Shalom, brother. And it said, and he said, take heed that ye be not deceived. So you gotta take heed, man. You gotta listen. You know, you gotta take heed. It said, "Be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and the time draw near. Go ye not therefore after them, because the scripture speaks about follow not the multitude to do evil." You know, the Lord has given us pastors according to his heart, meaning his mind, which is the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. All right, so we don't go after them, the one that Esau has set up, the ones that have took the bad. But that's what you see majority of the people going to IUIC, you know what I'm saying, IHBK. Because I had a talk with one of my brother friends. He cool though, he cool. But he was like, yeah, I know Yahawashi, I've been talking to he said he been talking to Zariat. I said, hey, that's the wrong way to go. I had just gone ahead and tell them. That's the wrong way to go, because they not teaching the full 100% truth. They not letting you know the end game. And then he was like, oh man, for real, like, yeah, cause I know I was going back and forth with him. Me and Yakal, I know when we had went to the little shop and we talked to him and stuff, cause he was claiming to be an atheist. Now all of a sudden, since me and Yakal had that talk with him, now he started to dig into the Hebrew Israelite thing. So now he said he was gonna, he hollered at Tazariak and somebody else. I'm like, no, that's the wrong way to go, man. Great millstone, man. If you want the truth and you really sincere, it's GMS all the way. Because GMS starting with the apostle, we don't sugarcoat it. It's not watered down, it's not stepped on, and we do not trim our ways to seek love. It is what it is. Who gives a fuck? All right, guess what? You have been warned, you have been told, and we gone by a day. That's how it is. All right. So we don't follow multitude, man. We go to the sincere. All right, but let's say Luke 21:9. But when ye shall hear wars and commotions, do you not hear the wars and commotions, man, that's going on in the Middle East? It said, be not terrified. So we have to rejoice. But 2/3, they're gonna be terrified, man, because they have no escape route. See, through the spirit, we have an escape route. All right, when you go in Psalms 91, all right, abide in the shadow of the Almighty. That's our escape route, man. This truth, what we doing, man. And Lord willing, we be delivered for doing this. All right, so it said, be not terrified, for the thing must first come to pass. But the end is not what? By and by. You see, because the end is what? Thermonuclear missiles. But you have to go through these things. You have to enter to the straight gate, man. All right? Through much tribulation shall you enter to the kingdom of heaven. And it's known as Jacob's trouble. All right, martial law. You know what I'm saying? You got the FEMA camps. You got the race wars. All right, you got the class wars. All right, I'm going to come repeat these things, man. The war in your mind. All right? You see? And then all of that cherry on the top. All right, World War III, man. You see? And it says, then said to them, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famine and pestilence and fearful sight of great signs shall there be from heaven. And we see that. But wait till it come to America, man. Wait till it come to Babylon the Great. That's why things are heating up and things gonna be, man, bro, things gonna be set on fire, man. All right. And it said, before all these things, right? Before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogue. And when you go in there where synagogues, where's the chief house of Satan? All right. So he letting you know it's talking about Esau, Edom. Delivering you up to the synagogue and into prison. Who got the power to put you in prison? All right, the so-called white man. You see that? He got the power to put you in prison. Being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Right? So let's get Revelation real quick, 2:10, just to bag that up. This Revelation 2:10, it says, "Spirit, none of those things which thou shalt suffer." You see, because here it is, put yourself in an hour, all right, as Yahawashi. All right, remember he had that hour, man, he was praying. You know what I'm saying? He was praying. But guess what? He had to go through it. All right? Because what? He had to. So it said, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Who is the devil? The devil is talking about Esau Edom. It's not talking about that red man with the red suit on, the pitchfork and the tail, man, with horns. All right, speaking of the so-called white man, the elites, man, the power of this world, that should cast some of you to prison. That prison is known as what? The concentration camps, which already got set up. You can't forget about like 4-5 years ago, you know, they had all them coffins set up in Atlanta, you know, lined up thousands of bins, but they were for dead bodies. You can't forget about that. You know, I know some forgot about it, but no, nigga, that shit real. You know, here it is. You see trains, when you see trains go by, they having armored tanks on there. You know, they got armored trucks on there. Well, what do you think that's for? That shit, they prepping that shit for Babylon, man. It's many times I've seen so many damn armored trains, armored tanks, and trucks. You know what I'm saying? Just riding by. They setting this shit up, man. But the majority of the eyes of the people don't see it. But we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. We understand because the Lord has given us an insight through prophecy to know what time we are in. Because the average J might look at this shit like, damn, man, what the hell them armored trucks on that train for? And then forget about it. Hell no, nigga, we instantly apply the scriptures. Martial law. All right? And it says, and the devil, which is the Edomites, right, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. And the 10 days mean completion. You don't know how long. But the scripture say, what? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee what? A crown of life. And let's go into the Sirach too, man. All right. Ascribe to the truth unto death, and the Lord will fight for thee. All right? Because guess what? They gonna grab some brothers up, man. You know, and that's what Apostle John the Revelator, all right, that's what he saw on the Isle of Patmos, man. As I can get it again, he said, I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahushua, man. All right? So let me go back into this Luke 21. All right, and it says back to Luke 21 and 12. It said, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogue and into prison, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And who is the king and the rulers of this world? All right, go to Job 9:24. But speaking of who, the Edomites, man. All right, and it said, and it shall turn to you for a testimony, right? And then this the spiritual part. See, this is what the spiritual part got to kick in too. All right. Settle it therefore in your heart, meaning your mind. So you have got already know that if I have to go through certain things, even tomorrow you have to go through certain things. You gotta apply this. You know, you gotta apply wisdom. You can't buck up. You gotta agree with it. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know, you gotta apply that. Because at the end of the day, first you're being tested. But then you got to depend on you how about Shema Shah to bring you out of that situation. You know, you got to build it up. You got to build that faith up like that, man. You know, build that faith up. Can't be a nigga, because we not niggas anymore. You know, a nigga gonna talk some shit. Nigga gonna be trying to, you know, scheme their way out of that, you know what I'm saying, out of that judgment. No, nigga. You know, just apply the wisdom as Yahushua applied it. You know? Be a free words. You know, and it says, like a lamb. It says, set up therefore in your hearts, meaning your mind, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. Because your flesh gonna try to kick in. You know, I done been in that situation, man. The flesh try to kick in like, damn, man. You know, well, like, you got to apply the scriptures. You know, and it says, well, I will give you a mouth of wisdom, which all your adversaries should not be able to gainsay nor resist, right? And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brothers and kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause be put to death. You see that? So you have to be, you know the reward of being put to death for your Yahweh Shema Shai? Because did he not say there's no greater love than that? If I can get it in John. He says, no greater love, right? It says, John 15-13. I'm gonna start at 12. This is my commandments, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend. You see that? For it said, ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. So there's no greater love than you laying your life down for your brother, man. And chief, you lay your life down for your Howard Shot, because guess what? That's a high price, but you return that favor because he laid his life down for you. You know, that's a good way to go, man. You laying your life down for your Howard Shemel Shot, man. There's no greater love than that. All right, so you have to keep that in mind. That I'm actually dying for the Lord, because you know how the apostles had felt. Apostle Peter and them, they had felt when the Lord let a lot of angels to get them out of prison. They was beaten. All right, for the name of Yahweh Shema Shah, they rejoiced. You know why? Because they understood a prophecy. They had to start rejoicing, man. You know, so we had to be in that same mindset, and when we go through them trials and tribulation, when Jacob's trouble hit, hey, we had to have that rejoicing mind, man. You have to have this spirit of rejoicing, because you actually being persecuted for the name of Yahweh Shema Shah. You're not being persecuted for Jesus. You know, you're not being persecuted for Allah. You know what I'm saying? Buddha. You're not being persecuted for Rastafari. You're being persecuted for the name of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. You know? So let me get back into the Luke 21, and I got two more. It says, and some of them that cause you to be put to death, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. See, it's all about Yahweh Shema Shah. They're going to hate you because the world hated him. That's why it said, did you not put that up on your call? The world not hated you. It hated me first. You know? So, let me grab this 2 Corinthians real quick, because it's almost time for me to get to moving. Lord willing, this is edifying. You know, it's building y'all faith up, you know, building y'all spirit up, to not give a damn, to not give a fuck about anything else but this truth in your how about Shema Shai, because that's really all we got. You know, if I can just be straight blunt with you, straight honest, bro, that's all we got, man. All we got is the brotherhood and your how about Shema Shai, man. Because everything else is gonna fade away. You know, but this the only thing not gonna fade, man. You know, everything else gonna fade to black. All right, but the truth, man, and Lord willing, we could continue to hold fast with our hair, man. You know, because our crown is that salvation, and we continue, all right, in this doctrine, man. That's it. We gotta continue in the faith, man. You know, so Lord willing, it is edifying to y'all, man. Y'all brothers and sisters, because sisters, y'all gonna have to, hey, come before the synagogues too, come before kings and princes too. You know, so you gotta build your mind up like that too, man. And you look at the 7 children, man, and the mama. She was cold-blooded, man. She was down like her ear to the ground, man, for you how about Shema Shai. You know, you got a lot of other great women like that, you know. So hey, yourself likewise in that same mind. You know, hey, if I gotta die, nigga, I gotta die. I don't give a fuck. You know, as long as I ain't denounced the Lord. See, that's the type of spirit you're gonna have to be. You gotta be bold in your Howard Shai. You gotta be bold in your Howard Shai, man. All right. But this is 2 Corinthians. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 8. And it says, we are trouble on every side, right? Ye not distressed. We are perplexed, but what? Not in despair, because the Lord got us, man. Even though it looking like, you know, we can't never get no rest. You know, it's constantly hell. Every time you look up, your town flat. You know what I'm saying? Or a bill hit the door. You know, like that. Something happened at your job. You know, or your woman on your ass. You know, just every day it's a constantly. You know what I'm saying? Persecution on the mind and on the flesh. But guess what? The Lord got you through all that, because He said, "If thou come to serve me, what? Prepare thy soul for temptation." You see, prepare thy soul for temptation. So, and then He said, "Take it truthfully." When anything come upon you, just know the Lord dealing with you, because He chastised you as He did with sons, man. So that further let you know if you in the spirit that the Lord dealing with you, man, because you're going through things, man. All right, because it's better to suffer for well doing than what evil doing. Never forget that. All right, because that's why 2/3 gonna get hit in the motherfucking mouth. All right, get tombstone. All right, by prophecy. You see? What you put on your call? 1 Corinthians 15-58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, is not. Because he not forgetful. It said, give him no rest to where he makes Jerusalem a praise in the earth, man. So we're gonna, hey, when time comes, man, by us constantly coming out week in and week out, doing lessons and videos throughout the week, hey, the Lord's gonna have our back, man. We just gotta have his back. All right. And that means what? Fight to the end, endure to the end. All right, this is Matthew. I'm gonna end it on this right here. This is Matthew 5:10. All right, and it says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. You see that? So blessed are you that are persecuted for righteousness' sake, right? And it says, for there is the kingdom of heaven, man. You see? So he that endure to the end, the same gonna be saved, man. But we gotta fight a good fight of faith. We gotta hold fast what I have, that no man take that crown, man. And guess what? There's the kingdom of heaven. Because the kingdom of heaven, what? Within you. You see? So with that, I hope your brothers and sisters are edified. You know, once again, give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakodash. I double honor to our elders and peace and blessings to hope elect. Till next time, Shalom, Abba Bob, Rock Hakim, DTA, baby. And Shalom to y'all brothers and sisters on the coming board, man. Lord will I come back live later on. Shalom. DTA.